Okay. Sync in clear. Okay.
Odyssey is the latest installment in the 3D Mario series. The game has been critically acclaimed, and for good reason. It takes everything that worked from the previous games and expands on it. Players can still do Mario's iconic triple jump, and they can still dive from great heights. But now there's a whole lot more to do for players of all skill levels. Mario can jump, throw his hat, dive onto his hat, and that's just the basic stuff. You can also do whatever any of this is. Yep. But we're not here today to praise this modern classic. No, today we're here to see if we can use my limited game dev skills to recreate Super Mario Odyssey in Unity. And...
At the upload reaction video of this, I'm just gonna recreate my previous videos. So I could nail
So the first step
this.
to recreating any Mario game would be to make the Italian plumber himself. Originally, I was going
Let's
to
do
look for
the
a
Mario
Mario Online, but I couldn't figure out how to get the animations imported, so I gave up and decided to create it myself. And I want to warn you, what you are about to see is something that no game developer does. This is not how the 3D modeling process works, but this is how I'm going to do it for the sake of this video. If you are looking to learn game development, don't do this. Learn how to use something like Blender and learn to actually create 3D models. As long as you understand that, everything is fine. Anyways, for the past year, I have been working on a 3D platformer of my own called Multi-Platformer, which I talked about in my previous video. Because of that, I already have a character that is fully animated and it can move around. What I'm going to do is layer some basic Unity blocks on top of my character to create my Mario 3D model, which is how I got to this.
No, 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 no.
The only problem is that Mario has a very different moveset compared to my character, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time coding trying to replicate all of
It
them.
looked like
And I'm sure this will be fine and that I won't run into any problems whatsoever.
it looked like if
No
robot
problems at all.
if the thing if the power supply from the
Mario's
thing
iconic triple jump,
Roblox and Mario had a love child that went,
ground pound, jump,
but all of the
roll,
parents were
do it all.
on cocaine or on
Except
drugs.
capture anything. Yeah, I didn't make Cappy be able to capture anything. But honestly, it doesn't matter. It's so much more fun doing this.
Going in the first room here, you can see the frogs on the right. They are the
That
first
was
intended captures of the game.
what did I?
The tutorial, and well, obviously I'm able to skip that, as you can see there.
Than it is to do this. With the movement now complete, the next thing to do is recreate one of the kingdoms. I decided to do Cap Kingdom because it's the first kingdom you visit in the game. And there's a lot to do here, so I'm just going to speed this up.
3 weeks later.
Hey, so it's been a few weeks since I started working on this. I realized that I really don't like making levels. Level design is probably the worst part about making games, in my opinion. I could only work on this for a little bit each day because it just tired me out so much. The worst part was these stupid railings. I was placing these one by one around the entire level, and it took so many hours. If someone has a better way of doing this, please let me know. Anyways, after finishing the outside part of the kingdom, I moved on to doing the inside. But I'm not going to recreate every part of the kingdom though. I'm only going to do the part that you play in the beginning of the game. And now, after several weeks and dozens of hours, I finally finished modeling Cap Kingdom. Here's the finished product.
Face.
I tried to recreate it as best as I could, and I think I did a pretty decent job. It doesn't look as polished as the actual game, but the overall layout is almost the same. But you guys probably want to see some gameplay by now. So here, let me walk you through the beginning of the game. Okay, so right away you'll notice that you spawn on top of the Odyssey, which isn't normally what happens, but you know, that's fine. Also, there aren't any sound effects in the game, and the music you're hearing is just edited in. And then you pass by these hills. For this, I made a special effect using Unity's particle system.
Then we make some particles using Unity's particle system.
Actually, I didn't. I have no idea how this thing works. I just layered some effects that I bought on top of each other. Then after you cross the bridge, you get to the main area in Cat Kingdom. There's not a whole lot to do here other than look at some giant hats and some boxes. Down here, I put the door to one of the sub-levels, but you can't actually go in
Get
it.
the treasure I was looking for.
After you climb up here, you notice that the bridge is out. Normally in the game, you would throw a copy at the lever, but the cat I created is very inconsistent. So I made it so that you can just walk over to it and touch it. And there's the bridge. At the end of the bridge, I have these tiny yellow Goombas. They don't move, and they can't hurt you, but you can stomp on them if you really want to. Walking in this door will bring you inside the tower. You can walk over here and collect these coins. Over here, we can see the frogs that I didn't actually make you be able to capture. They don't do anything like the Goombas, and they're kind of just there. With some precise jumps, you can climb on top of these walls and collect the rings at the top. You also need to make more precise jumps over here to be able to climb all the way up. At the top of this wall is some more Goombas, but I'm pretty much just gonna ignore them. Mario can't swim in this water, so we're gonna have to be able to climb up with some more precise jumps. And finally, we come to the last few jumps that bring you to the end of the level. At the top, you can see a couple of things, like the 2 hat candles and the treasure chest that would normally give you a life up heart, but we can just ignore that and go to the next section. Now that you're on top of the hat tower, you can get a pretty good view of the entire level from here. The only thing left to do now is get to the top and fight the first boss of the game, Topper. Boss fight is a little different. Mine is only a little bit easier than the actual game. Just wait, you'll see. And there he is. Yep. Once you step into the ring with him, the purple walls
Looks like a
pop
big
up, trapping you
frog.
inside with him. He isn't very threatening, because just like the Goombas and the frogs, he doesn't move. And once you jump on him, that's it. You beat the game. Now, that's pretty much all I did in this remake. If you stuck around this far, I hope you enjoyed it. Also, let me know in the comments below what game you'd like to see me try and recreate next. Alright, see ya.
Anus. Anus, anus, anus. Anus, 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 anus. Why am I saying anus? I'm going Google Case about the sky like am I even playing it right? Siya pong kayo, diba? Here's something to think about. When you learn your first language, or you don't have any languages to go off of, but yet you're interchanging words when you learn your next language that apparently you must learn in this one in grade. Why? I don't know. Maybe they cheat. If you're later in life, after school learning a language, you should just go into the place where people just speak that language, because that is how you learn the language of your fatherland. Wonder if that box computer still works. I wonder what it runs on. Maybe I could dig it up and remember the boxes. Laptops at 360 box. The box that I my 360. I'm going to spare you the being burnt, the being cooked alive sounds of a thing, and pause this video. Now I'm over here. This is not editing. This is me cooking the pause button that is available for me to use on my Chromebook. So don't say that I can edit whatever, that I can just edit these videos. And by the way, this accent is... what? Shut up! Next video's a trip down memory lane! With the mask. I'll be wearing the mask. You know. If you know, if you don't, if you don't. And it will be in the same spot as this one was in. Hey, it's dusty. What if I could? Nah, I need to convert her to do that. Last time I used car couldn't work. But I could. Maybe I could do that. That would be a substitute. Okay, they seem like I'm pumping up time for either of them. How long is this video? 12 minutes. Please did even like I think that's 10 minutes, some more you can add ads. You can say I sent from the visuals of the editing from various from the one YouTuber. And either even though YouTube, if I find a way to find out if my videos are monetized or not, I'm capable of that. Let me fix that. No, never mind, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I swear. Quarantine. Even if I swear I'm here, it hit me hard on top of my already not so good brain condition. I'm gonna go now.